Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing tonight? My name is Orlando Valido. Oli Valido, of Pimpoli, that they call me here on YouTube. Tonight I'm going to do this video. It's 11:27 p.m. late at night. It's still 77 degrees over here in Miami area. I did before little videos about animals just a while ago, but I still have to do this one. This video is pretty important to me because I haven't done it for a little while about country music. So I have a band from Kentucky. Let me put here the first picture for you. And the name of this band, the Kentucky Headhunters. Kentucky Headhunters from Kentucky. And I'm going to read the autobiography completely for you right now. Kentucky Headhunter. I am an American country music rock band, southern rock band from Edmonton, Kentucky. The band members are Doug Phelps, Phelps, and bass guitar, vocal. Greg Martin, lead guitar, vocal, and brother Richard Young, rhythm guitar, vocal, and Fred Young, drum and vocal. Martin and the Young brothers began performing in the 1968 as Ishii Brothers. A group which also includes Anthony Kennedy on the bass guitar or vocal. Ishii Brothers performed until 1982 with James Harrison replacing Martin from 1973 to 1976. The Young and Martin began performing as a Kentucky headliner or headhunter, better say, in 1986, adding to brother Ricky Lee Pup, lead vocal and harmonica, and Doug Phelps, and bass guitar and vocal as the membership of the band. With the release of the 1989 debut album Picking on Nashville via Mercury Records, the band started 4 consecutive top 40 country singles. As the second album of the Mercury Electric Banjo did not do as well commercially, and the pop brother left after its release from Brother Pub. Kenny and rejoined Mark S.O.R.R. took over the later vocals for the 1993 Wave On the completion album entitled The Best of the Kentucky Headhunters. Sticky Picking preferred the band as yesterday, Mercury. ORR left Doug Phelps and rejoined in 1996 as a lead vocal for the Stomping Ground. He also led the Auditorium Entertainment album of the song from the Grass Twin Ranch. Yeah, you heard that right. Song from the Grass Twin Ranch. And soul, as well as a Big Boss Man. And the second completion flying under the radar of CBUJ Entertainment after Kenny Zapato, the dog, once again become the band bass guitar and the release of the DC Lawyer Baby LULLABIES in 2011. The Kentucky Headhunters have released 10 studio albums and 3 compilations and 23 singles. The highest picking single cover of the Don Gibson song All Lonesome Me, which the band took to number 8 on the Billboard Hot Country Single Song charts in the 1990s. In addition, the band won 3 Country Music Association awards. Wow, won 3 of them. As the Academy of Country Music Award and the Grammy Award for the Best Performer by a Duo Group with the vocal on one in 1990 for Picking on Nashville. Yeah, Picking on Nashville. It will go down with the history 1968-1982 Ishii Brothers. Richard Young, his younger brother Fred Young, and their cousin Anthony Kenny and Greg Martin began performing music in the Young and Kenny hometown Glasgow, Kentucky, GLASGOW, Kentucky, in the 1960s and founded a band called Ishii Brothers, and the name of the Fred's favorite cartoon character from the King Leonardo hit short subject. The original lineup consisted of Richard Young on rhythm guitar, and Fred Young on drum, Kenny on bass guitar, and Martin on lead guitar. Ishii Brothers achieved original success in Kentucky in the 1970s, including at least one single. They were called Shotgun F5, EFFIE, which is a word about a young grandmother F5, was released in 1973 on the King Fargo label. That same year, Greg Martin left the group to play in another band in his hometown of Louisville, Kentucky. In the meantime, guitarist James Harrison took his place. Martin returned on the group in 1976. About that time, around there, Ishii Brothers was almost signed to Swan Song Records, an independent label record founded by the band Led Zeppelin. Wow. In 1980, the label closed after Led Zeppelin drummer John Bonham died, and Ishii Brothers never recorded a full album on Swan Song. Ishii Brothers broke up in 1982 after the disbanding. Richard started writing songs for Aircraft Road Music, and Fred became backing musician for country singer Sylvia, who at the time was recording on RCA Records Martin plays bass guitar and sang backing vocal for Ronnie Madwell, MCDOWELL, and then a recording artist for Cop Record, and Kenny stopped performing after he continued to write songs with the Young Brothers. 1986-1990, picking on Nashville. Martin reunited with the Young Brothers in 1986 after Kenny declined to join the three. Martin invited the Missouri Bollywood Trio. That would be BOOTHEEL, native young pop. Also a member of the Madonna band to replace Kenny, and Doug from Browse, his older brother Ricky Lee, to sing lead vocal. To the band decided to name themselves the Headhunters, taking the name from the term head chopper. Head chopper. Yeah, that rhyme with the blues musician Buddy Water. It used to indicate that he had a supplementary, another band in the gig. After discovering that the other band exited with the name of band added and the Kentucky to its name to become the Kentucky Headhunters. The Kentucky Headhunters began performing together the following year, playing twice monthly in a 90-minute sitting show on radio program WLOC in Mudfortville, Kentucky. Mudfortville, Kentucky, yeah. That's what they did. The Kentucky Headhunter borrowed $4,500 to record a demo album, which includes 7 original songs plus a cover Bill Monroe's Rock Softly on the Heart of Mine, Henderson Cargill, Keep the Rope, and Don't Give Some All Lonesome Me, originally intended to be sold at the band live show. As the demo tape came into the attention of the Nashville music community, after Martin said that the band had not seriously considered signing a record deal. The band pursued one to suggestion of the manager, Michael Fass, Howard Sheed, a record producer who was the head of a Mercury record label, helped sign the Kentucky Headhunters to the label in 1989. Okay. Mercury released the demos in 1989, and the Kentucky Headhunters debut album Picking on Nashville. And the album produced 4 singles, all which reached to a top 40 on the Billboard Hot Country single and track Not Hot Country, and Now Hot Country Song. And the side is the first of this Walk Softly on the Heart of Mine, cover pick at number 25 in December of 1989, after he came drummer Walker. According to the record was initially were looking to release the song as a single. The label started was too original and was no one outside of the area would get it, but they didn't see what the reaction we got to every night that we play in front of the crowd. And didn't matter where we were playing either. It didn't matter. And the single picked at number 15 on the Billboard charts at that time. About that. The following drum rocker was on All Lonesome Me, covered with the accompaniment for the band's highest hot country song, shall pick at number 8, finishing off the single, releasing what in number 23, Rock and Roll Angel, which wrote the picking of Nashville, also earned the band a Grammy Award for the best country performer by a duo or group or local vocal, best new vocal group award. For the Academy of Country Music, ACM, and the Album of the Year, Vocal Group of the Year, award from the Country Music Association, CMA. In addition, he earned a double platinum certification from the Recording Industry Association, RIAA, for shipping of 2 million copies in the United States. William Huffman of Music gave the album 4 stars of a half a star rating of out of 5, saying that the band was all the better for having a second and closer to a rock than country. After this success, the album debuted. The Kentucky Headhunters began touring with Huck Williams Jr. and David McClinton too. Alright. In 1991 and 1992, second album, The Passion of Pub Butter. In 1991, the band released their second album, Electric Banjo. Also, the album earned a gold certification from the RIAA and the second CMA Award for Vocal and Group of the Year. A single received little airplay compared to that band previously released, with none of the first single reaching at the top 40 on the U.S. country charts. And the album's first single was a cover of the ballad Davy, D-A-V-Y, Crockett, which was released in the 155th anniversary of the Davy Crockett death. The single shipped to the radio with a promotional cooking cup. Yeah. COONSKIN cup. And she spent 11 weeks on the chart and picking at number 49, which Body and Soul was the next single release, picking at number 30 on the Canadian RPM countryside, but reaching the number 56 on the United States, and the third and fourth single was the original competition. It is chilling time. Chilling or chilling. CHITLIN time. And the rendition of Willie Jenny, Only Daddy, that walking the line. And the number 63 and 60 were blessedly. Norman Green Hambon in 1969 single Spirit in the Sky was a cover on the album as well. This album was met with a mixed reception from critics and Nash ALNNA Nash Entertainment Wiki gave a rating saying that successfully the blend of art with working class was a sweet intense factory worker, jamming between the shift and the musical style diverse and Connie Tennessee, Only Ford, and Creamy Eric Sampson, her music and Brian Manfield, who gave 3.5 stars of the call. The band was the top notch, southern rock band with a sense of humor, and said that the cover on the electric banjo were highlight while the original were adequate offbeat filler. Ronnie Lewis of Los Angeles Times, California, called the band CC Top Light and said that most of the songs of the album had a party, hearty sound. Yeah, they were considered almost like a CC Top, but for country, not for rock. But almost there, I would say. Later, in 1991, the Kentucky Headhunters performed with Roy Rogers on the song The How the West Was Won, SWUNG, for the debut of the album. On the cover, Kane Heat. Let's work together for the soundtrack of the film Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man. Yeah, I remember that one. In addition, Martin played lead guitar for Canadian synth pop, SYNTH pop, band Man Without Hat. Yeah, that one too. On 1991 album Sideways, and feel for the Southern Rock band LYNY guitarist Ed King on the band in 1992 too, as King was injured at that time. Ricky Lee Dog departed on June 1992 due to a creative differences, according to Richard Ricky Lee. Tender and lead vocal was a bad time for the band, given the opposition to Richard's opinion out to Richard was still surprised to hear that the brother's departure and said, I tried everything that I could get them to stay. Ricky Lee, meanwhile, said that he was a country singer more than anything, and he wanted to eliminate most of the band's hard rock sound. He had dogs and then founded Brother Pups, which had a more mainstream country sound. The Kentucky Headhunters did, but Brother Pup released 2 albums for Asylum Records and started in the country top 40 with Let Go, or Where You Really Living, or Where You Really Living, which is picked at number 6 and number 28 respectively. Okay, as you can see, I have a different shirt today because last night I had a different one because I had to go to sleep. I had to stop at the autobiography and continue today. And that's what happened. So let's go here. 1992, 1994, new lineup and lack of success. Wow. Kenny rejoined 1992 as a bass guitarist in Charlotte, Michigan. Native Mark as ORR took over the lead vocal. First album to feature ORR and Kenny. And the more blue rock oriented Wave On was released in 1993. After the band new drew attention by touring with a label mate Billy Ray Cyrus, CYRUS, Wave On, so poorly and failed to produce a successful single among these releases. Honky Tonk Walking, Blue Moon of Kentucky, and Disify, later the two being covered by Bill Monroe and Carl Pickens, respectively. The album also includes a cover of The Loving Spoonful. Yes, Spoonful. My God, Honky Tonk Walking and Disify, respectively, reached number 54 and number 71 on the country charts, while the Blue Moon of Kentucky cover did not chart at all. Okay, so there you have it. Mayfield gave 2-star ratings for all music where he wrote, and the band had devoted it into the Redneck Boogie Group. Redneck Boogie Group. That's interesting. That's funny to me. I mean, it's funny to me. Okay, Redneck Boogie. I never heard of that. That's why I'm laughing. And that's review for the Entertainment Weekly gave it a C grade and called it warm over blue. I lack of the originalness, alright, with and brilliant and distinguished their early album. Steve Morse of the Boston Globe called it irresistible, called stereo album, and Rolling Stone magazine critic John Swenson said that the album was more rock-oriented than the procedure one. Also saying that the sound like hell of the blueprint of summer concert tour. About that. The ORR lineup recorded that the work, a collaborative album with Chuck Berry, pianist Johnny Johnson, who was related later in the 1993 via Non-Search record and comprised with 12 songs with Johnson and band were over the course of the 4 days. 4 days. The album featured Johnson piano and the piano as well. A lead vocal on the title track, one song, Jimmy Hall of What? Jimmy Hall of What? Willie, what the song, which also play harmonica, saxophone, sound backing vocal, and Tom Owner of Albums wrote this album that the strategic work on the heavy blue groove with the destiny but the lack of gospel charm that had the debut picking on Nashville. They simply isn't the sense of having fun or no the reckless function. As a result, in the church invoking that would be INVIGORATING, listen. One lady of Mercury released great hits package, the best of the Kentucky Headhunters still picking. Okay, and with the price, it reprised a single and other song from the band's first 3 albums, as well as let's work together. On the cover of the Beatles, You Got to Hide Your Love Away, which a Kentucky Headhunters had previously recorded in 1994, a tribute album shared version the song of the Beatles. After still picking, the Kentucky Headhunters left the Mercury label record. 1995-2000 reunion with Dark Pop, PHELPS, OR left the Kentucky Headhunters in August of 1995 because he was waiting to do something else, according to Richard. Richard then called Doug and invited him to rejoin the band. As a result, Brother Pop disbanded and Ricky Lee pursued also solo career. In 1997, the Kentucky Headhunters signed with BNA Records to release their first non-collaborative studio album with Stomping Ground. Stomping Ground, STOMPIN Ground, with the dog head vocal. Head logo of the band. This album was also unsuccessful, eventually failing to enter the country album charts and producing only a number 70, picking a 70 cover for Martin Robbins singing that blue. In order to promote the album, Richard suggested the label send a free copy to Smiley Market radio station where the band's fan base was still strong. Yeah, the band's base was still strong at that time. Also considered the album's original song and the strongest of the band, however, with Brian Wallet, a country standard, Time magazine wrote it may be a band best album ever. It may be. Some owner gave the album 2.5 stars in the AllMusic review, where he wrote that the band showed a lack of imagination, and sounded considerably less energetic and exciting than one of the first two albums. Sung from the Grass Twin Ranch, the band's next album was completed almost 18 months before its release, and the band had consulted with 38 different independent labels before signing to Entertainment, Audium Entertainment, as a branch of KOCH Record, now M&RK Music Group, which had the release of the album in 2000. 3 months before the release, Richard suffered a heart attack, from which he soon recovered. And because the Singing the Blues cover had been unsuccessful, the group decided to record entirely original songs from the song from the Grass Twin Ranch. All 5 members co-wrote on the song with assistance from Velon Dell Greenson and for them. In addition, the album featured the young unliked vocal for the first time, Fred on Dry Land Fish, and Richardson on Louisiana Coco, COCO, okay? The title track was inspired by the nickname given to the young family farm. So Much to Lose was the album's first single, peaking at number 66 on the Billboard country chart. Richard considered this song an unusual single release because it was the band's first ballad. Neither the next two singles, Louisiana Coco and Love the Woman, appear on the music chart, giving the 3 stars out of 5. As sample, AllMusic said it was a crowd pleasing, but nothing out of the ordinary. On a credited review, The Linger, which it gave the album 2.5 stars out of 4, said that this up-tempo song was nothing very original about, but a lot of fun. But added the ballad was mushy and honest. 2003-2006, Soul and Big Boss Man. Soul followed by 2003, also on the Audium record label. This album was featured Johnny Johnson as well as the guest appearance by organist Renese Renese, REESEYWYNAN, of a Double Trouble, saxophone player Jim Horn, a local musician named Robbie Ballett, who sang a guest vocal on Everyday People. It includes on the non-charting single Lonely Nights, a tribute song to Carl Pickens entitled Last Night I Met Carl Pickens. As well as the 2 covers, I Still Wanna Be Your Man, original recorded by Eddie Hinton, Hinton, and Have You Ever Loved a Woman? Have you ever loved a woman? Was also a blues standard made famous by Eric Clapton. This album received generally favorable reviews, and Mark Demon gave the 3-star rating for our music, saying that the album more rhythm and more blues and soul, influenced by the sound work well due to the blues influence and present in the southern rock. Also, he added that the album retained a bass guitar bombast of the band's previous work. Matt Book of the album considered the sound departure from the early album, but added it is not hard to see that the band fully enjoy what they are doing, and the highlight and the pressing of the horn section and Hammond B3 organ. On some of the tracks, Ray Wondell of the Billboard magazine considered why WYANS and Johnson contribute to the perfect fit, and noted that the album was laid back until the second half. His review also mentioned the extended drum solo, Storm Blue Coda, and the closing track. What you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. I'm sorry for my cough. 2005, following the closure of the Audium label record, the band signed to the CBUJ Entertainment label. Her first release to the label was Big Bass Man, and the album composed entirely of cover songs. This album was led off by a little track cover of Jimmy Reed Blue Standard, also released from a rendition of Roger Miller Chung Lung, CHUGALUG, and Hank Williams, Take This Change From My Heart. And the project was financed by Sony ATV Music Publishing and mean for making an extra money from the older song into the publishing company catalog, which helped select the song for the album, which include 3 other Hank Williams covers as well as Bob Dylan, like Rolling Stone, The Beatles, I Am Down, and Patsy Cline, Walking After Midnight, among others, despite the saying that the album was obviously aimed to the long-time fan. Greg Farrell of Our Music gave the 3.5 stars, which the review making note that the beef fed up past his line. Yeah. And how William the cover. Ray Wondell of Billboard called the album Loose and Rowdy. Yeah. Saying that the band rejected it or injected it and so into Dylan cover of recorded intoxicating INTOSIKATING intoxicating version of a song long. How to they say that the hey good looking cover was heavily handled. Robert Woodridge, WOORIDE, gave mostly a favorably review of the Country Standard Time, citing that sung along. I'm so sad to see good love go bad. So sad to see good love go bad. Was the song I imagine original by the Everest Brothers of the motor country. I am down, but this is his voice of monsters. MONOTONOUS monster on walking after midnight. Okay? Sorry, but I cannot say it. 2021 person, that's a fat jack. Yeah, that's a fat jack. I love it. On September 25, 2021, the band announced through the official Facebook page the new album titled That Fat Jack would be released on October 22nd through the practice of house record, and the first single from the album was How Could I, followed by Susanna, SUSANNAH, and the title track also include the album with the recording of a shotgun F5 EFFIE. Following the album release, the band made their debut on the Grand Ole Opry on December 2nd, 2021, and also supported the album with a tour which began in Corinth, Mississippi, CORINTH, Corinth, Mississippi. That same month, according to the research, and the band was previously offered a chance to play underground Opry in the 1990s through the recommendation of the bluegrass singer Bill Monroe. But Roy Acuff rejected it, the band due to the long hair. But that's alright. That doesn't matter. You have a long hair, or a long beard, or whatever. If you good at what you do, that doesn't matter. It will go with work with other artists. The band members have also participated in several projects involving other artists, like Richard Young, co-producer of some of the tracks on the Flyingville Train, self-titled debut album, which was released on September 11, 2007 by Snow Dog Nashville, a label owned by Toby Kent, KEITS. Now part of the Show Dog Universal Music. The album includes the song Truck Stop in the Sky, with Richard and Fred co-wrote this with two Flyingville Train members, Brother Brian Flynn and David Flynn, FLINN. Also in 2007, Greg Martin released a gospel rock album called The Mighty Jeremiah. A side project, and the album featured Jimmy Hall, Jeff Beck, plus appeared by members of the Kentucky Headhunters, Phil Kelly, Darrell Manfield, from whom Martin had previously played, and others. Martin also played for her on his 2007 album Build Your Own Fire, a tribute to Eddie Hinton. In 2009, Martin began the side project called RUFUS HUFF with Chris Hardesty HARDESTY and Dean Smith, How England. This side project released album via Soho Music. See as in Super OHO in April 2009. Yeah. Which along with Stan Webb and former MCA Nashville record artist Mary Brown wrote Tracy Bird BYRD 1998 single I Am From the Country. Brown and band also recorded a song demo version which her son John Fred Young played the drum on the rock band Black Stone Cherry. And they practiced at the same farmhouse where the Kentucky Headhunters once rehearsed. Here we go with musical style. The band's sound is influenced by country music, rockabilly, blues, southern rock, and heavy metal. And he has been described as a guitar-heavy Rambunctious, RAMBUNCTIOS music. Lead singer Doug Phelps' voice has been described as tenderly suggestive. Corn-based, BASSIES, story blue, and story Jimmy Runcheon. And laid back on the core of an Eagle Glen Ferry. The band combination style is most notably in the cover song of choice for the early album. All these three Mercury albums contain a Bill Monroe cover and other covers of the album including Winnie Jennings, Carl Picking, Norma Greenbaum, and Loving Spoonful. So showcase at the band Blue R.E.B. Influence throughout the Hammond organ and horn section. The band's original composition such as Thomas Walker and the title track of the song from the Grass String Ranch, often developed by original team, yes. Another facet of the band's sound in the Greg Martin-led guitar work. Since 1993, he had used a Gibson Les Paul, formerly owned by Hank Williams Jr., in addition to playing on the every Kentucky Headhunters album since then. He also played in on the side project in which he has been involved at that time. At the peak in the early 1990s, the Kentucky Headhunters was considered a dark horse in country music due to the significant mainstream attention and the band received despite the rough sound. A member of rural Southern Image. In 1991, Entertainment Weekly quoted Alan Nash wrote out to the band did not sell as many albums contemporary just straight as a contemporary just straight. Yeah, and great book. They may just end up with differing or firing country for the 90s, giving a diverse range of the influence and style. Billboard critic Ray Wendell called the band arguably the most consistent, durable southern rock outfit on the planet. Okay, yeah, I would agree with that. The way they look, yeah. Okay, let's go here with band members. Greg Martin born March 1954 on the date 31, lead guitar vocal to 1986. To person, Doug Phelps, Phelps, born on December 15, 1960, bass guitar, background vocal, 1986-1992, lead vocal, rhythm guitar, 1995-2008, lead vocal, bass guitar, to 2008 present. Fred Young was born on July 8, 1958, drum vocal to 1996. Yeah, to present. Richard John was born on January 27, 1955, rhythm guitar vocal to 1986 present. Former member. Here we go with that. Anthony Kennedy, born on July 14, 1956, bass guitar, harmonica background, vocal to 1992-2008. Mark at ORR, born on April 1957, led vocal to 1992-1995. Ricky Late Pup, born on January 17, 1953, led vocal to 1986 to 1992. Here we go now with the graphic on the studio album The Dead, Picking on Nashville, 1989, Electric Bon Jovi, 1991, Raven, 1993, that worked with the Johnny Johnson, 1993, Stopping Ground, 1997, Song from the Grass String Ranch, 2000, Soul, 2003, Big Boss Man, 2005, Dizzy Lumber B, Lullabies. Story back in I say, Meet Me in Blue Line with Johnny Johnson. On Safari 2016. That's Fat Jack 2021. Okay. With this, I'm going to finish this autobiography of the great band, the Kentucky Headhunters. Okay. They are original from Edmonton, Kentucky, USA. Generate country rock, southern rock, the Headhunter, the graphic. That's a work. Year after 1986 to a person, label King Fargo, Swan Song, Mercury, VNA, COSCH, Aldonium, the other record label, CBUJ Entertainment, Red Dot, Alligator, Playboy, PLOW, Boy, and Pacific Ocean. Uh, Spin-off, Brother Pop, spin-off, Icy Brother, Mumble Gray Martin, Dub Pop, Fred John, Racing John, Past Member, Ricky Lee Pop, Anthony Kenny, Mark S.O.R.R. Okay? And for those who want to see the website, www.KentuckyHeadhunters.com. Okay? Like always, I would like to ask you, pray for yourself, pray for your family, pray there is no more war, no more corruption. We need to live in peace and harmony. Pray in the morning, midday, mid-afternoon, and before you go to sleep, especially. Okay? Thank you very much for watching me. My name is Orlando Valido, Oli Valido. Please subscribe, like to my channel. Please subscribe and like to my channel. Thank you. God bless you.